Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready for your weekend with the Morning Sprint.
Destin Richards live at Tavolata, a new Italian restaurant in downtown Spokane.
But first to Mark Peterson with a gorgeous weekend forecast.
All right, I got to tell you, we are going to have in that first alert weather. By the way, that weather app, even during beautiful weather, is worthy because it has hourly temperatures and forecasting radar. Sunny and warm today with the 4 things you need to know. It's going to be sunny and 80s all weekend long. Take a look. It's going to be cooling next week, so it'll be a nice break. Chance of showers, though, perhaps Wednesday into Thursday, and that could be the best news of that whole 4 things to know.
Well, breaking news this morning, Representative Elise Stefanik will replace Liz Chaney as the #3 House leader. House Republicans voted to oust Chaney from the role because she repeatedly called out former President Donald Trump for claiming the election was stolen. Stefanik faced challenger GOP Representative Chip Roy, but his candidacy was viewed as a long shot, and she was widely anticipated to win. The New York Congresswoman has the backing of House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy and former President Trump.
Are you ready to ditch your mask for good? The CDC announcing if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need a mask in most situations. The agency says the size of the event doesn't matter. However, there are exceptions. If you're traveling, the mask stays on. That includes buses, trains, planes, and public transportation.
Washington is following the CDC guidelines. If you are fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask in most situations. However, local businesses can still require masks if they want to. An Auntie's bookstore in downtown Spokane says for now, it will. In a statement posted to its social media, Auntie said it will require masks until further notice. It went on to say the store cares about the comfort and safety of customers, staff, and their families, and does not have the capacity to check vaccination cards at the door. Atticus Coffee in downtown Spokane and Ruins on Monroe posted similar updates to their social media accounts.
It's a different story at Maryhill Winery in Kendall Yards, where customers will be allowed to ditch the mask. In a statement posted on its social media, the winery said it will be applying the guidance to both employees and guests at all locations, and that it will, quote, continue to comply with all other Washington State Phase 3 guidelines. Other local businesses like Outlaw Barbecue in Northwest Spokane are still flexible with the policy.
As far as the guests go, I just don't think we're going to police it anymore. I think we'll still leave signage up about wearing masks.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee announced the state is set to reopen by June 30th at the latest, and it could happen sooner if 70% of Washingtonians over the age of 16 get at least their first dose before then. This news couldn't come soon enough for businesses who say it's a step in the right direction. People in downtown Spokane took a different kind of step yesterday, one that's going to help the state reach its reopening goal. More than 60 people got vaccinated at this pop-up clinic downtown.
All students in Washington will be able to go to school full-time in person in the fall. Remote learning may still be an option, but it's that or full-time in-person learning, no hybrid stuff. Masks will be required in school in the fall. It's recommended students sit 3 feet apart in class, 6 feet apart everywhere else, including lunch. Depending on vaccination rates, Governor Inslee says there may be no physical distancing in schools next year.
Tavolata is a Seattle-based restaurant that now has a home here in Spokane. It's their 4th location right across from Riverfront Park, where you can try delicious pasta dishes, you can try salad, prosciutto, all sorts of delicious Italian cuisine. You can go to our website, kxly.com, for a link to their website and all the information.
The deadline to file your taxes is almost here. Monday, May 17th is tax day, the official deadline for people to file that 2020 federal tax return. That's a month later than usual because of the pandemic. But don't expect your returns soon. An unusually large backlog of returns from 2019 and 2020 are being processed and are likely to be delayed. The IRS also says it is taking longer to process mailed documents such as paper tax returns.
I still can't believe Mark's got his done. Another new pandemic low for first-time unemployment claims. The Labor Department says it dropped to 473,000 claims last week. That's the lowest in more than a year. Nearly 17 million Americans are still getting some sort of state or federal unemployment help, though.
About 200 goats will spend the next month or so eating their way through brush and grass, which will help keep any wildfires from spreading in the area. This isn't the first time the city has used goats to help with fire mitigation. Goats were brought into Hangman Park this past fall to chew away vegetation. The goats will be at Meadow Glen Park today and Minnehaha Park next week. You can visit the herd and ask questions about the project if you'd like. We will be back with a final check of weather with our pal Mark right after this.